We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. A critical one in store for us here. It's Game 1 between the Akron Rubberducks and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Sean Jelly, a native of Minnesota, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
At the plate, Pedro Perez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Akron, the left fielder, Pedro Perez.
Now the pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Daniel Johnson.
Now in the box, Daniel Johnson. Pitch on the way.
Whoa, that's down.
Not quite candlestick cold out here tonight, but still a chilly 56 degrees here at game time. Bases are empty, one man out. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Lifted down the line in left. In there, a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Reggie Trainer.
Standing in now, Reggie Trainer. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Tyler Freeman.
Standing in, Tyler Freeman, runner in scoring position with two gone. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
And he takes ball one. Two out here and a runner at second. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. One and one. Here it is. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the stop by Bell. What a play. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Tristan McKenzie, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now at the plate, Steven Padilla. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Flying Squirrels, the left fielder, Steven Padilla.
Here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Outside and a full count. 3-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Donovan Solano. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worried about that runner on base.
Ripped on the ground to first. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
First 2 batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first 2 ABs, this could be a laser show.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Padilla over at second. Solano on at first with nobody out. Belt in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
None out, runners at first and second. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
And Belt will lay off ball 4 as he's able to reach on the base on balls.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Elliot Ramos. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Garcia has a play. 1 out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Peter Maris.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Peter Maris. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes Sept. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
So stepping in, Ryan Howard, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Ready with the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
2-1, here it is. And that one finds the target on the outside corner, 2-2. Bounce to first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 1 inning in the books here. The Squirrels lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Alexis Pantoja, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Number 1, Alexis Pantoja.
First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home is in there. A called strike 3.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch-out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Into the box now, Kai Tom, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Stepping in now, Wilson Garcia. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Sliced hard on the ground. He's right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring in Joey Rickard.
The right fielder, Joey Rickard.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
The 1-0. Lined into left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
At the plate, Chadwick Tromp, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Pick up 1-1.
And it's fouled away. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, Hero. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Daisuke Ling stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Daisuke Ling is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. To the plate now, Steven Padilla, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one. Second at bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first. A 1 pitch on its way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. First and second now, one man out. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Into the box, Donovan Solano. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Digging in the switch hitter, Tyler Krieger, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Fouled away. And it's 1-2. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw down to first, one away.
Batting ninth, detective Jean-Paul.
Ready now, Jean-Paul Gonzalez. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball that low.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike one.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Fastball just inside. Now the 2-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
One thing that can nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Curveball inside corner, drops in for a strike.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Good battle. Count remains full. Heading out towards shallow right. Rickard will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Pedro Perez.
So coming to the plate, Pedro Perez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball well outside. Out in front here as this one scorched foul to the left. The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. The 3-1. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Daniel Johnson. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
1-1.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And splash down. It's into McCovey Cove. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. His first homer so far in the series. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
Standing in now, Reggie Trainer.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. The Rubberducks lead it 2-1. Bottom of the third now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Brandon Belt.
The first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and that misses, ball one.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The 1-0. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
At the plate now, Elliot Ramos, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
All even now, 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
In now, Peter Maris, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He hit a sac fly earlier. And it's quickly 0-2. Runner at first here, one man out. He pulls this one into right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Ryan Howard.
Standing in, Ryan Howard. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1, no strikes.
And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the fourth. And stepping up as the shortstop, Tyler Freeman.
Tyler Freeman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
0-1.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And he fouls this one off. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
And now a pitch on the way. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will rattle around near the knot hole out near the 309 sign. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-bagger.
So now to the plate, Alexis Pantoja. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Popped him up. Belt is there. And that's the first out of the inning. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Digging in, Kai Tom. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, as it's now a 4-1 ball game.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Stepping in now, Wilson Garcia. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Still only 1 out in the inning. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at-bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
To the plate now, Tyler Krieger. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. Now the pitch. To 2-2 now. Now the pitch.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
On the ground to the left side. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Rubberducks lead this one 4-1. Leading off the inning, Joey Rickard, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one, only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And there's the first out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So striding in, Chadwick Tromp, a base hit in his first trip. Here it comes.
Ball that's outside.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. A ball and 2 strikes.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he got him. Now batting, Daisuke Ling.
Daisuke Ling.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
3-0 to him now. Pitch on the way. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at-bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Steven Padilla. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 delivery. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
There's one of the disadvantages right there to the ground rule double rule. With the runner on first, more than likely if the ball stays in there. But once it bounces over the fence, it's only third base for that base runner.
Donovan Solano is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
A pause, and the 0-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Ready on 0-2.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Oh, and 2. Here it is. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Second and third, 2 away. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Gianpaul Gonzalez flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here it comes. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. This is skied into short left center. Left fielder coming in, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Pedro Perez.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Pedro Perez. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First delivery to him on the way. A shot down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. A high fastball is in there. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
And there's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Daniel Johnson.
Ready to take his hacks again, Daniel Johnson, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First offering on its way. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. A ball and a strike.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
2 balls and a strike.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
The 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. Rickards under it. And that's the 3rd out. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and here comes the first baseman, Brandon Belt.
The first baseman, Brandon Belt.
And now a pitch on the way. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Belt is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down to first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
And another foul ball. That 2 will be a foul ball and will stay 0-2. Now the pitch.
I
can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound has completely changed during this at bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Wow, this is an unbelievable at bat. I mean, talk about a battle. This is it. Love it.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. He's in there. A called strike 3.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
At the plate, Elliot Ramos. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
3-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1. Now the pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Peter.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 in the third. Not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Eli Morgan enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Peter Maris will be the first to greet him here, as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it 1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Again, he sends it out of play. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Into the box now, Ryan Howard. Popped him up. Gonzalez over to his right. And that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Rubberducks lead it 4-1. Caleb Berriger takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Next will be the designated hitter, Reggie Trainer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1. Now the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Good waist pitch, 1-2. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
At the plate now, Tyler Freeman. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Popped up. Trump is under this one. And that's out number 2.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Ready once again, Alexis Pantoja. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Rubberducks lead this one 4-1. Striding into the box, Joey Rickard. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
The right fielder, Joey.
First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's out.
And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Runs up and gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Now to the plate, Chadwick Trump. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
So now to the plate, Daisuke Ling, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. It was a walk in his last trip. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. In to score is the runner from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Steven Padilla, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Donovan Solano, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-1. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll pull into second with one away.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Stepping in now, Donovan Solano. He swings and lines it to left. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 4-4 game.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Jordan Stevens enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Jordan Stevens.
In now, Brandon Belt, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
2-1. Drilled to the right side. And Belt is aboard. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in now, Elliot Ramos. 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Here comes the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Three runs already home here. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch. Peter Maris is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Garcia has room in foul territory, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Peter Maris.
Coming to the plate now, Peter Maris. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Pitch popped up. Gonzalez has a play. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On to the 7th here in game 1, and we are tied 4-4. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Kai Tom.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Stepping up now, Wilson Garcia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. This pitch is popped up. Belt is under it near the mound. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tyler Krieger.
Now at the plate, Tyler Krieger. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch, and we are tied 4-4. Last half of the 7th here, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Ryan Howard. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1, here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that's the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Joey Rickard. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
All knotted up. 4-4 the score here in the 7th. 2-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Weakly hit to third. He's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, the catcher, Chadwick.
Digging in and looking for more, Chadwick Tromp. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Ready to begin the 8th, and now it'll be the catcher, Jean-Paul Gonzalez.
The catcher, Jean-Paul Gonzalez.
First delivery to him on the way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Strike taken up in the zone. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Tie ball game, 4-4 the score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the 2 starting pitchers. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Pedro Perez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Just hung in there on that one. Again, a 1-2. Down the left field line and deep. And that's going to land foul. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. Skied into very shallow right. Rickard in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Daniel Johnson.
Stepping in, Daniel Johnson. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And now a pitch on the way. 0-1 the count. Oh, and 1 count. Here it is.
Oh, that's off the plate.
In the air out to left. Padilla is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are tied 4-4. Digging in, Daisuke Ling. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Third baseman, Daisuke Ling.
Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Steven Padilla. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Donovan.
Stepping into the box, Donovan Solano. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Stepping into the box, Reggie Trainer.
The designated hitter, Reggie Trainer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's off the second archway. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run.
Well, that's one way to lead an inning off when a game is tied. The manager would have liked for him just to get on base so that one of his teammates could bring him home, but he does it almost all on his own as the ball goes off the wall and he hustles into third with a triple.
At the plate, Tyler Freeman, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He has the possible go-ahead run only 90 feet away at third base. The 1-0. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Hit hard to short. Reined in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
The third baseman, number 1, Alexis Pantoja.
Into the box now, Alexis Pantoja. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D, where with the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Now at the plate, Kai Tom. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
The 1-0. It's a fastball taken high for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Right side, hit hard. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and that batter didn't miss it.
Wilson Garcia is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Nope.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Hard hit ball to short. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Rubberducks lead it 5-4. Jonah Monroe is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Jonah Monroe.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. And now pitch on the way. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
To the plate now, Elliot Ramos. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Monroe typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number two.
The designated hitter, Peter Merritt.
Digging in to try it again, Peter Maris. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball two. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
Tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
He was one of the few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
This evening's game comes to an end 5-4, the final tally. The Rubberducks jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Jordan Stevens is credited with the win. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now our final line score. First for the victorious Rubberducks, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. For the home team, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.